Picking a suburb in the Cleveland area to live in is not an easy task, but today we are going to be checking a house out over in Brook Park, Ohio, and it has a fresh renovation done to it and they did a beautiful job. So this one might just get you considering Brook Park, Ohio as your next spot to live in. Now, this home that we're touring today has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it comes in just over 1,100 square feet. But the layout of this home does not feel like it. It feels much bigger because of how they laid out the kitchen and the living room, and the bedrooms are just big enough for pretty much anything you'd ever need. But we will jump into that in a little bit. First, I want to talk about what the area has to offer. So with this home being in Brook Park, Ohio, you are going to have access to Middleburg Heights and Berea because it is right on the border of those two. So if you drive just a few minutes south, you are going to have all of the shopping in Middleburg that you're going to need. You're going to have your car washes, your retail shopping, your restaurants, and your grocery shopping. And then there's a bunch of other things sprinkled in there like movie theaters and such. And also right across the street from the plazas, you are going to have Southwest General Hospital. So if fast access to a hospital is important to you, you've definitely got it on this one. Now, with it being so close to Berea as well, you're going to have a quick commute over to Baldwin Wallace College, and then you also have Tri-C over in Parma, which is the community college. Now, Brook Park has a lot to offer, and if you're thinking about moving to the area, I want you to reach out to me. My name's Sam Oler, and I am your Cleveland area realtor. But that's enough talk about the area. Let's go check out this house because it's gorgeous. So they did a lot of work to this home as far as curb appeal goes. The exterior looks amazing, but there is no driveway. It is gravel in this one. And upon entry into the home, you are going to enter into the living room where you have a little bit of storage off to the right, but I do not show it in this clip. And then working your way over, you have a little extra space, I guess I would call it. They put a little hutch there with a painting just to kind of decorate it. And here is another pan of the living room and kind of what you can expect as far as space goes. They have a pretty small couch in there and 2 chairs. And you have a lot of the original molding that is in the house. They just went over and painted it, and then they installed a LVP floor. Now over in the kitchen, they did a ton of work. They put in a white shaker cabinet with the taller uppers to give you a little bit more storage space. And over through the dining room, it's right off of the front of the house, so you have a great view of the outside, and you can just enjoy your dinners and check out what's going on. And then you also have a fireplace. Now they did a shiplap around it, and I think this looks super modern and nice. And as far as the countertops go, they chose to do a quartz countertop, and it blends really well with all of the white that is in the kitchen, and that tile backsplash is also really pretty. You don't get to see that very often on these flips, and I'm glad that people are not just going with the basic subway tile that most flippers are using nowadays just because it's easy. I think when they incorporate a little bit style, it brings a little bit more warmth into the home and actually makes it feel like a home. Now here's another view of the fireplace, and I love how they staged this house. Staging really does make or break the sale of a home. You can get a lot more if you have it properly staged and if it's nice looking compared to if it's just empty. Now here, this room is a little bit smaller, but you have a giant window off the back giving it a ton of natural light, and then you've got a small closet with I think it's an 18-inch bifold door, so it's pretty tiny in there. Now working our way over into the bathroom, you've got a slate looking tile along with a builder grade vanity. And then over in the shower, you've got your floor to ceiling subway tile. They used the bigger grade subway tile instead of using the small stuff, and it makes it a lot easier for the job, and it still looks just as good in my opinion. Now they use black hardware all throughout the house, so it makes it feel nice and modern. Now entering into the second bedroom, it's a little bit bigger than the first one. You've got a bigger closet, more windows, but you need to keep in mind that these rooms are not very big, so you are going to be limited for the space that you can use in this area. Now, these rooms are carpeted, so that is a nice touch as far as not having to walk on the cold floor once you wake up in the morning. You have a nice soft carpet that is going to allow you to not have to worry about that. Now, as we start to work our way downstairs, we have everything that has been repainted down here, and it looks really good in my opinion. I don't see any issues with any water inside so far. As I start to pan, I'm always looking at the foundation and seeing what else could possibly be wrong or seeing if there's any leaks or anything. And while I'm doing that, I'm also looking for the mechanicals to see how new they are. Now this furnace is new, so you're not going to have to worry about that. It's a high efficiency furnace, and you've got a new hot water tank as well. So these are going to last a pretty long time as long as you keep up with it. Now this room is a small storage room. I'm guessing it was a coal room at one point where people were just dumping coal in there so they could heat the house. And this house also offers a bonus living space down in the basement. Now they did use the LVP floor throughout, and sorry, I wanted to flick on those lights really quick before we went in there, but like I was saying, they did new trim down here and they did an LVP floor throughout, so you have the opportunity to not have to worry about flooding or any water getting in. And you also have a half bath down here, which is super nice as well. That way you don't have to run upstairs to use the facilities if needed. Now this is a pretty solid size area. I can stand straight up, but my head is not touching the ceiling, and that's pretty nice as far as that goes. I don't have to do any ducking, so it is a useful living space. Now this electric box looks a little bit newer as well, and this room off to the side could be used as another bedroom because it's got a closet, but you can't technically count it. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. It shows that you might be looking to move to the Brook Park area, and if you are, I invite you to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down in the description along with my social media. And if it makes it a little bit easier, you can feel free to call or text me here. But if you find yourself down in the description, make sure you click that like button before you go to a different page because it is going to help me out a ton. Otherwise, I'm going to leave the video there. I'll catch you in the next one.